Dr. Helen Sue. I'm a clinical psychologist, and the other day somebody asked me for an explanation of how do you know when an apology, when somebody's hurt you interpersonally, is real or not, that you can actually reconcile, versus what you may have heard the term DARVO going around a lot now. So I just want to talk about that briefly. DARVO is an acronym, DARVO, and it refers to a pattern of defensive response where somebody responds to your concern with denial. They'll attack you, so something that you were upset about, they're going to turn it back around on you. And then RVO means reversing the victim and the offender. What does DARVO mean? So let's say you let somebody know, wow, you yelling at me and throwing this dish down in front of my family. I was scared. You totally embarrassed me. That was super hurtful. Now, if I were to respond to that with DARVO, I would say to you, it wasn't that big a deal. I didn't really break it. I just dropped it. If you had not been so annoying that day, I wouldn't have been bothered so much and been made to make a scene, right? So I deny that it was that bad. So I'm invalidating your feelings. I'm attacking you and actually blaming you. You caused me to act badly. Therefore, I'm actually the victim here. And you should be apologizing to me. So that's a DARVO pattern. It's extremely, extremely familiar to anyone who's ever worked with intimate partner violence, abusive and manipulative relationships. That could be with intimate partner. Families do this, even friendships, some workplaces. But once you start to pick up a pattern of DARVO, you get better at recognizing, wait a minute, this isn't addressing the issue at all. And somehow my legitimate concern keeps getting turned around on me. But what would a healthy apology, a sincere one that is moving two people toward repair, look like? That might sound something like, you've expressed you really hurt and embarrassed me in this situation, and a person would have to have accountability. You're right. I did do that. And I understand now that you were hurt and you were embarrassed. I'm not going to be able to blame anybody else for that. It was my doing, and I have to take responsibility for, did I lose my temper or act irresponsibly? That's an apology that maybe actually means something, a real apology, not an excuse. Not, well, I'm sorry you felt that way or you interpreted that way, but I see that it really hurt you. Even if that was not my intent, I understand now that it really did. And let's talk about how we could not have that happen again. How I will not do that again. And you will actually see my effort. And that's it. That's a real apology, and that's how people make repairs. There's no relationship without arguments and disagreements, so it's okay to have them. But if you notice yourself in a DARVO-like pattern where everything is always turned around on you, and you never feel like the other party takes any accountability for their actions, then it's a time to think about maybe this is a really unhealthy pattern going on here. And if you are going to grow in a relationship for your partner, whoever they are, their friend or family member, but also for yourself, we grow better when we are accountable for our mistakes, when we can understand that sometimes our intent doesn't come out with the impact that we wanted, and then we learn to do better next time. So even if I had no idea that this kind of joke would be super hurtful to you, now that I do know, I truly apologize and I won't do it again, or I will check with you before I do XYZ again. And so that's the fundamental difference of how we can actually make up and have an apology that actually moves toward accountability, reconciliation, repair, and healthy relationships, rather than blaming or avoidance. And I hope that's helpful as you think about your next argument or disagreement or apology.